Are there any minhagim which are not obligatory but recommended by the Rav on a Hanukkah?
Well, I'll tell you what I do not recommend. I do not recommend eating sufganiyot on Hanukkah because A, I don't think they're very healthy, and B, in my experience, they're also not worth the calories. They're not very tasty at all. There are some perhaps very, very rare and rather expensive sufganiyot here and there, made in very specific places that may be worth the worth eating, but most of them are not worth eating at all. So I recommend that people do not do that. With regards to minhagim on Hanukkah, we all know about the minhagim of the dreidel, the sevivon, and Hanukkah geld, and what have you. All these various ways of making Hanukkah something that children look forward to and celebrate and are enthused about, and that's a very positive thing. So whatever we can do to make the children, the grandchildren, excited about Hanukkah, we should do. But we should also connect it in some way with some true appreciation of what Hanukkah is all about. So I think teaching, discussing the historical events of Hanukkah, of course, in an age-appropriate manner for children in the relevant manner, and for older people in a different fashion. But we have a definite problem in Am Yisrael today, and that is that most people have close to zero knowledge about the history of the entire period of Beit Sheni, and that is very unfortunate. And Hanukkah is a tremendous time to attempt to do something about that. In other words, here is a Hag which lasts for 8 days, where we say Hallel for 8 days, only 2 times during the year when we do that. The other being Sukkot, of course. And it's necessary that people understand why we do this. Why do we say Hanukkah? Why do we say Hallel for 8 days? Or why do we celebrate this thing for 8 days? And we don't celebrate anything for 8 days. So even Sukkot is 7 days, and it's a separate revel called Shmini Aseret. Hanukkah is a very special occurrence, and it was a watershed event in Jewish history. And without the events of Hanukkah, I do not think the Jewish people would exist today. The Jewish people survived, I believe, because of those events and the response of the people, the majority of the Jewish people in Israel at that time, who were loyal to Hashem and the Torah. There was a sizable minority who were not, the Mithyaonim, the Hellenists, but the majority of the Jewish people were loyal to Hashem and His Torah, and they were blessed with a leadership that was willing to do anything that it took to guarantee the continued existence and the survival of the Jewish people and of Torah. And this is what we need to stress on Hanukkah, and not other things that people tend to stress. And those are the important things that we should be focusing on Hanukkah.
Thank you, Rabbi Bar-Hayim. We would like to encourage our viewers to share these videos with friends and send in your responses. We would also like to suggest the following opportunity to our viewers. If you identify with Rabbi Bar-Hayim's message and would like to sponsor or dedicate a video interview with the rabbi in honor or memory of a loved one, if you would like to obtain Birkon Nusach Eretz Yisrael or invite the rabbi for a speaking engagement, please email us at office@machonshilo.org. If you are inspired by Rabbi Bar-Hayim's message and would like to get involved in Torah Eretz Yisrael activities in your local area, please fill out the relevant form by going to the link which appears on the screen.